I had 87 biomarkers tested. My numbers came back horrible. My cortisol level was off the chart. That seemed to be the only hormone that my body was producing. And my numbers weren't very good at all. I came to see you. You took some blood work and you determined that I needed some testosterone replacement. And when I got that first pellet injection, my life changed. It was amazing. You don't realize your body's amazing how it just adapts. How long I had been feeling bad until I felt good. I had been going with such low energy, low libido, just not myself for so long until you helped me and I felt like me again. I would definitely encourage women, have your blood drawn. If you're just feeling tired, that's not normal. There is stuff we can do about it. We can fix it and we can feel better and we can have our life back.
Before you hear this episode of the Menopod, if you feel that it's time to make a change and you want to join the Urogenius family, reach out to us at HoustonUrogynecology.com or 832-831-0362. You can also check us out on Instagram or Facebook. Our handle is The Pelvic MD. Enjoy. Welcome to the Menopod. This is a show for women who refuse to pause. So I'm here with Shannon. So she's one of my beloved patients who I've been honored to go on her perimenopausal journey with. And I really needed you to hear her story because I think a lot of women can relate to what she's gone through, what she's going through, and where she's going to get to. So welcome, Shannon.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So tell me a little bit. How did when you started going into perimenopause, and what does that journey look like?
It actually came in a roundabout way. I am 53 now, but my journey began when I was 52. I got into biohacking and longevity. And one of the podcasts I was listening to was by Dave Asprey. And he was saying, if the average human lifespan is 80, let's double that. Let's see if we can live to 160. So he hooked me and I started getting into that. And then I started thinking about how I was feeling personally, listening to all his podcasts. And I realized that I was tired all the time. I had no energy. And I remember a time, even before COVID, where I had tons of energy. I could go all day and I felt like I can't make it through a day without having a nap. Right. I'm exhausted. And so I had 87 biomarkers tested. It was blood work I had drawn. I had 87 biomarkers tested and my numbers came back horrible. My cortisol level was off the chart. That seemed to be the only hormone that my body was producing. And my numbers weren't very good at all. And so I went to my personal doctor, Dr. Lisa Ehrlich, plug. And she looked at my results and she talked me off the ledge because I was very upset.
Good doc.
She's amazing. She talked me off the ledge and she's like, very candidly, I don't know shit about hormones. So let me refer you to somebody who does, and this could make you feel better. And so she referred me to you. Oh. And I came to see you and you took some blood work and you determined that I needed some testosterone replacement. And when I got that first pellet injection, my life changed. It was amazing. You don't realize your body's amazing how it just adapts. I did not realize how long I had been feeling bad until I felt good.
Right.
And I didn't realize how long I had been going with such low energy, low libido, just not myself for so long until you helped me and I felt like me again. I felt I had energy, libido's increasing. It was just, I felt like me 4 or 5 years ago. But you forget, you feel so bad for so long that you forget what it feels like to feel good. You forget what it feels like to be energetic, happy.
Right.
So
how, when you as an amazing, high-powered professional woman, how did that fatigue make you feel?
It's draining. You get home from work at the end of the day and I just want to go to bed.
Right.
You know, I'm tired. I don't want to walk my dogs. I don't want to be with my fiance. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm just tired. I want to go to bed. So it affects every aspect of your life. And I don't have children. And thank goodness, because I don't feel like at the end of the day, I would have anything left in my tank to have given them.
A lot of women feel like that.
And it's awful. It's it's awful. But now I can work all day. I can go home. I enjoy cooking dinner, spending time with my family, walking my dogs. Where before it's like, let's just go out in the yard and I'll throw the ball because I don't even feel like walking around the neighborhood.
Right.
And it's a complete 180.
So, and here's an interesting conundrum when I'm talking to you, right? No, you look like you're 35, right? What is that feeling when the way you look is so much younger than the way you feel?
Well, thank you for saying that, because I didn't think that, but
you do.
It's funny because I would feel, and this was a word I would tell her, I feel so haggard.
Right.
Just all the time I feel so haggard.
Haggard. Hashtag haggard. Don't feel haggard.
It's a horrible feeling.
Right.
But I felt haggard, and I don't feel that way anymore. Now I do. And I told this to you, one of the drawbacks to the testosterone pellet was I felt like my skin was so greasy all the time.
Right.
And I did feel a little quick-tempered sometime at the office. And my team, they were amazing. They understood the journey I was going through. And they were very patient with me. And it was not an issue. But yeah, I kind of felt maybe a little sometimes. Now I've done a second injection with you, and I'm not having those side effects unless my face looks greasy now. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
You look really youthful. You look great.
I have not been quick-tempered, and I don't feel like my face is greasy. But it also could be that amazing face nectar moisturizer that I got from you.
Is amazing, right?
Oh my God.
We'll talk.
That was amazing. That was truly amazing. And you're right. That's all you need. You just put it on your face, and that's all you need. And that's all that I use.
That's
and
all I'm using.
Because I had the spot on my nose, and it cleared that up in 4 days rather than 2 weeks, which was supposed to be my recovery time. But that's a whole nother.
Oh my
I guess
gosh.
that's another podcast.
That is incredible.
It truly is.
Yeah. I think the nugget that you just put out there is that I think sometimes people are like, they go through this journey and then they finally find the hormones and they get on it and it's like, boom, but it's a hormone, and a hormone is a protein, and it's a messenger, and it has to create receptors, and your body has to, as you said, adapt. And so again, once we get into a rhythm, it does get better, right? Water finds its level. And so that's important that people understand that this is a journey. It's not quick fix. I'm going to put it in. Everything's going to be perfect, right? Yes. The other thing is that you can tend to have a little bit more euphoria because your body hasn't seen testosterone in years. And all of a sudden it sees it for the first time. So you kind of tend to get this, right?
Yes.
And then your body starts to find its receptors and it's trying to find its level. And so you may not get that same euphoria, but it's also working as a messenger to help all your other bodily functions, your ability to work out, right? Put on muscle mass and that kind of thing.
That's another thing. I've lost 15 pounds and
Now you're showing off.
I feel leaner and I have my energy to work out.
Great.
And because, before it's like I wake up in the morning and even though I've slept for 7.5 or 8 hours, you don't feel rested. You feel tired, even though you've slept all night long. And I'm a morning worker, outer person.
Right.
And it
Get
was
it
just
in.
like, I'll just do yoga because I just don't feel like doing anything else. And I also, it was almost like the perfect storm. I had COVID, and when COVID hit, I had that a couple of times, and I just had never. I turned 50, going into perimenopause. It was just like the perfect storm. And I wasn't running on my treadmill. I wasn't doing my boot camps anymore. And now I am. I'm back doing all that now.
Awesome.
And it feels great to be back. It's like you get your life back almost.
Now, looking at this new Shannon, and we're looking at now second chapter planning. We're looking at the second phase of your life, right? We're going to 160. How has this changed the way you view that?
I think it's very important for women to get their blood drawn, see where you are, have your biomarkers test, see where you are, and do something about it. I think a lot of people, when they hear, oh, you're on testosterone, that I'm going to be a bodybuilder or get huge or, other issues that go along with that.
Right.
And it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. So I would definitely encourage women, have your blood drawn. If you're just feeling tired, that's not normal.
Right.
It's not normal. But we go for so long thinking, oh, this is my new norm and there's nothing I can do about it. But now I know that I can.
Right.
There is stuff we can do about it. Right. We can fix it and we can feel better. And we can have our life back.
Yeah.
So even though you're calling it the new Shannon, it's really the new old Shannon.
The new old Shannon. She's back.
Yeah, the old Shannon's back.
Kicking butt. In terms of, from a professional perspective, in terms of your peers, do you think there are any other barriers in terms of going to get help or misconceptions? You gave me, I can tell you, your consultation was one of my favorites, because you had done your research. She had Googled up the wazoo. And I love that. I love being challenged. I love women who care, who are going to take resources and make me work for it. Love that. So it was very exciting, and you were very knowledgeable. And your peers, I'm interested to understand how the barriers you think that your peers have.
So it's the same thing. And a number of my best friends are other divorce lawyers, family law attorneys. And we all have this mentality of like, what we do is so stressful, and it is. We see really good people at the worst times of their life. And it's hard not to internalize that. So what we do is very stressful. And so we just assume this is just a normal part of our career. We have to be drained. We have to be run down, but we don't have to be. And so I've been talking to my friends, like I said, some of my best friends who do what I do. And I'm like, go get your blood drawn, go see my doctor. Even if you don't want to see my doctor, just go get your blood drawn, see where your biomarkers are, see what you need to do. Because we don't have to live life like this.
Right.
And so I've referred you out. I've talked to my friends about it. But like
So
I said, there's such a stereotype with testosterone. Like that's for men, or if women get on it, we're going to have all these negative side effects, or we're going to get swole, which I wouldn't even mind that. I wouldn't even mind putting on all this muscle. But I think it just for women has especially women our age, it's got a negative connotation to it. But I don't want women to be scared.
No. And again, it's finding a practitioner, which, Dr. Ehrlich was, found someone who is truly interested in the matter and wants to take you on that journey, right? Because it's not a quick fix. We're going to do it, and we're going to do it right. And a lot of this is dose dependent, and getting the right dose and listening to each other and making sure that we get you on the trajectory that you need to be on. So plug to Dr. Ehrlich again.
Plug to Dr. Ehrlich. She was, her and I have been together. We've grown up together. We've been together for over 20 years. She's been my doctor. And when she referred me to you, you've just been a blessing in my life, because you've really, I'm going to get emotional. You've really changed my life and made me feel better. I didn't think I could feel better. God,
that's such an honor. To watch you go through this is, this is why I do what I do. This is why I'll keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm thankful that you took the time out of your crazy schedule to come and just sit with us, because I think so many women are going to see themselves in you. I don't think everyone is going to look at 35, but I think that they will take on their own journey because you've inspired them. So I thank you so much.
I appreciate you saying that. It's so important that we don't have to feel like this. I wasn't sick. I didn't have a temperature. I wasn't running a fever. I wasn't sick. So why was I feeling like this? Well, you don't have to.
No. And it's interesting because you are a divorce lawyer, and I think that's probably, that microcosm of patients is probably the biggest change that I see women who go through divorce, because as you know, they feel like their life is over. Right. Yeah. And to be able to kind of say, hey, no, we're now planning the second chapter, I think is huge. I think so. You're going to provide huge amounts of inspiration from that perspective also. So that's cool. That's cool.
Sweet. Well, you're the life changer. So thank you.
Thank you for coming.